Hey guys, Dr. Baker here. Let's talk a little bit about vitamin C. What does vitamin C do anyway? We hear people talking about mega dosing vitamin C. Everybody's heard about Linus Pauling and all this vitamin C is going to make us live forever and prevent us from getting cancer and colds and things like that. Is there any truth to that? And so the role that vitamin C has in the body are many. It's an essential cofactor for the production of collagen. It is involved in the biosynthesis of, the metabolism rather, of carnitine and some of the catecholamines, which would be epinephrine, norepinephrine. Dietary iron absorption is impacted by vitamin C. It's also quite popularly known as an antioxidant. And so when it is absorbed, it can be utilized to decrease inflammation and to minimize or reduce free radicals. And so the immune system can function a little more in a better fashion. Now, in humans, we are unable to produce vitamin C. It's one of the things that's unique about human beings. There's a few other animals like guinea pigs and a few others that don't also produce vitamin C. So we theoretically have to get it through our diet. And so what happens when you don't get any vitamin C? You get something called scurvy, which is something people actually die from. It's a very horrible disease. You get swollen joints, bleeding in the joints, teeth fall out, gums fall out. We have open wounds and things like that. And so it's something that is actually quite bad. That's why vitamin C is important, right? We don't want to die of something like scurvy. Now, one of the myths out there is the only place you can get vitamin C is through like fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. And while certainly they can be a good source of vitamin C, you have to realize that there is actually vitamin C in meat itself, particularly meat that has not been dried or preserved. So any kind of fresh meat, like the meat you get at the grocery store from your local rancher, that will have some amount of vitamin C in there. While the RDA is 75 milligrams per day, that number may be possibly something we don't need quite that much when we are on a very low carbohydrate diet. And it seems to be borne out in now the thousands and thousands of people who have done those diets and clearly not getting quite that much vitamin C and doing very well with that. And so if you wanted to get that amount, you could eat things like certain liver and certain other organs that are higher in vitamin C. You'd have to eat quite a bit of it, or things like shellfish. Now, if that's not something you're interested in doing, I don't know that you have to do that. And we've known for 150 years that scurvy was prevented by access to fresh foods, to include meat. And it actually not only prevented scurvy, but also cured scurvy. So I don't think we're going to have problems with that. Now, what about if you have a cold? Should you take these mega doses of vitamin C? Well, like we mentioned, vitamin C is an antioxidant, but when taken in very large dosage, it actually becomes pro-oxidative, and so you can have issues with that. There is a balance between our oxidation system and the detoxification system, or the antioxidant system in our body. Is finely regulated, and we have our endogenous antioxidants that work quite well. One of those is called glutathione. If you overconsume vitamin C, it's water soluble, so often we are able to get rid of that quite well. But when I mentioned glutathione, it is made out of a couple of amino acids, cysteine, glycine, and glutamine, all of which are found, guess where? In things like meat. So we can make this glutathione that acts as a very powerful antioxidant endogenously, so we don't need the additional vitamin C in many cases. In fact, there's a number of studies showing that exogenously consumed antioxidants are actually a net negative for the body. So there's a lot of stuff on vitamins actually being a net negative to us rather than helpful to us. So people can overconsume that, certainly. The other thing I'd like to point out about vitamin C is there's more and more evidence that we are able to actually recycle through our red cells, the membranes on our red cells, a lot of vitamin C. And so we need less than we often think we do. Now, if we're using a high carbohydrate diet, then we require actually more vitamin C to deal with the reactive oxygen species that occur through higher oxidation levels from a carbohydrate-based diet. So there you have it, just some things to think about on vitamin C. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.